It was only a few months ago when Canada was ranked 70th in the world, and now they've moved into the top 20. Ottawa native Jonathan David scored the lone goal to help Canada secure the win. Canada currently sits third behind USA and Mexico. The top three countries from this region will qualify for the World Cup. With 7 games left remaining in the qualifying stage, Canada plays Mexico tomorrow night. Even if they don't manage to qualify for 2022, the momentum that this team has been building is crucial as Canada will be hosting the World Cup in 2026. Back to you, Brianna. Yeah, I'm really excited to introduce this next artist. His name is T. Shandy. He's from right here in Ottawa. He's slowly becoming one of my favorite artists to come from Ottawa. Keep an eye on him because he's on the rise. We got an exclusive performance for you guys. He's super talented and even composed and wrote this song himself. Hope y'all enjoy. You don't need a magnifying glass to find interesting stories within the Asian diaspora. Many immigrants leave their homes in search of a better life. Sometimes pursuing their passion is just a luxury they cannot afford.
My mom is Vietnamese and she has a very traditional mindset. From the get-go, it was go to school, go to uni, get a job.
Like millions of others, Tim isn't the only one with disapproving parents.
They wanted me to be a doctor, like 1000%. They wanted me to be a doctor. And in Hollywood, when there isn't too much work for Asians, it's even harder.
Joe tries not to resent his parents. He's fully aware that his parents' survival mentality comes with the territory.
And I totally get it. It's the immigrant experience where they had to suffer. They had to sacrifice so much for us. From my standpoint, like, I have to do something that I love, or else I just won't put 100% effort into it.
Doing what you love, a foreign concept to many children of immigrants. For these two, they're noticing their parents' changing attitude.
My mom, she was at first a little bit apprehensive. It's not a normal thing at all. Thankfully, it worked out for the best, and now I'm playing for a professional for 5 years.
Have your parents ever told you they're proud of you?
I don't know. They never said it, but my dad, he pat me in the back. And I think that means it's okay and I'm proud of you, right? I'm just thinking, I don't know.
Tim and Joe's success offers hope for many people dealing with the same internal struggle. I'm Chris Hugh, and you're watching Asianfluence. At 10 years old, Ryan Coit is dealt a harsh reality that will change his life forever.
Diagnosed when I was 10 years old in January of 2009. I immediately thought it was a death sentence. I thought my life was over. I was preparing to die, basically. And it was probably one of the most devastating, heart-wrenching things for me and my father to deal with.
After a year being cancer-free, Ryan notices a familiar feeling.
Relapse is not as much of a surprise as it's just like a reconfirmation of what your body's feeling.
He goes through the same process as before, this time more prepared mentally, knowing he has the strength to prevail, which he does. However, the good times don't last long. Only 8 months go by, then Ryan receives the same news for a third time.
Third time, you're kind of running out of options. You're not really sure what your treatment options are. So I think the scariest thing about that time was, just the uncertainty of the whole situation.
CAR T-cell therapy, a brand new stem cell treatment under development by doctors, enters the conversation. Doctors request Ryan to be one of their first trialists. After 6 months, he becomes the first person to successfully undergo CAR T-cell therapy treatment and is now cancer-free.
It's one of those things that you have to use all the blessings that you've earned, and you have to use them to sort of pay it back or pay it forward for the life that you're gonna live. There's a lot of people that die. There's a lot of people that end up not faring as well. So you have to live every day in memory of those people, and I think it just added motivation for you.
Ryan hopes to use his third lease on life by living a life fulfilled, as he calls it, in honor of those who he encountered along the way who couldn't.
Well, after I graduate with a degree in political science, I hope to get a job in the government or at a public affairs agency where I can enact policies that can help everyday Canadians.
Now cancer-free for 3 years, the thought of it returning still remains in the back of his head. Chris Hugh, Canada TV, Canada, Ontario.